afternoon, everybody.
Hello, Rachel.
Everyone have a good lunch? Oh,
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot more volume now. So we're here for our every few months Judson Press presentation, and I wanted to start this one a little differently, and that is with a little bit of a story. A few years ago, when Dr. C and I first met, it was a cold winter day here in King of Prussia. Following a day of interviews, she invited me to sit with her in the pantry and talk for a while about possible directions that we could take with the press. We connected over many, many things: a desire to see a growing diversity of voices in our authorship, an understanding that the church's needs were shifting and that we would respond to that. And then she asked me what I felt we really needed to do to move forward. And I responded, I think we could be a bit more bold about what we publish. And her eyes sparkled for the first time that I'd seen that day. And I knew that we had connected on this. And I knew that we wanted some bold, brave books to help us move forward into the future. So the phrase you see at the top of the screen, "Thank you, Judson Press, for the bravery to publish this," I have seen in 3 different contexts about these 3 books, 2 of which are out: Deconstructing Power and Isms in the Church and Society, Confronting Islamophobia in the Church, and Inclusive Love. And I hear that as affirmation of the joint vision that Dr. C and I had discussed on that first day we met. So we've been seeking unique voices, telling compelling stories, keeping an eye out for ideas that might feel new, different, timely, while speaking to the missional priorities of ABHMS. I won't spend a lot of time telling you how Anna and Michael's book fits into that framework, because you all have it at this point, and we'll be spending a bit more time with them on Thursday to learn more about the book and what was behind it. And I'm sure you've had the chance to see this unique contribution and how it fits into creating a more just world and how it might help us deepen our relationships with Christ in the time that you've had it. So I thought it'd be good to hear from the authors in their own words with our upcoming books. So here's an excerpt from Inclusive Love. I want to hear how Dr. Watkins begins his story. When I pulled up to the church parking lot on Sunday mornings, I was home. I knew I would be loved and affirmed by my church family. This was holy ground. I could bring my whole self to church. I didn't have to worry about racist microaggressions or try to make sure that every word of English I spoke was perfect. I could be me in that sacred space. In this space, I knew what it was like to feel like a child of God. I felt loved by God, loved by my church family, and I knew I was made in the image of God, and that included my sexuality. I took this feeling of love and acceptance for granted. Why did I take it for granted? I didn't see the privilege afforded to me by the institution that I loved and loved me back. Truth is, unlike me, my LGBTQ+ siblings couldn't bring their whole selves to church. I knew this and felt this, but it didn't hit me in a way that moved me to change until 2007. I sat in a white space and I heard my white colleagues speak their homophobia aloud. I sat in a seminary faculty meeting at my Southern California seminary, and I was appalled. It was as if I could hear myself, hear my church blasting through a megaphone. I couldn't silence it. Is this how I sound? I threw up my hands, popped out of my chair, and stood to speak. I feel like I am in a clan meeting of racist homophobes, and I am one of them. Powerful story. It was beautiful, and it just captivates you in from there. The next one I want to share is from The Healing Pulpit by Cedric Von Jackson. Very personal and theological. We've all heard of the hometown hero trope. In this scenario, the homeboy returns home after spending years in other locations, only to find the town he loves in shambles. Corruption, disruption, crime, and disorder. After a series of events, including hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, the homeboy becomes a hero, turning the town around, and everyone lives happily ever after. He even gets the girl. That was supposed to be me. I was supposed to be the hometown hero. I remember my first panic attack. On the day of my first panic attack, my organizational methods failed me. What normally made sense to me looked like chaos that others saw. I saw the stacks. I saw the piles. I had no idea where anything was, nor did I know what to do with this particular piece of paper on which I laid my hands. Holding form after form in my hand, I might as well have been trying to translate Mandarin or Russian. At this moment, I became painfully aware of what it feels like to have the walls closing in around you. There was an experience of a tangible weight pressing in on me, making it difficult to breathe. My breathing became shallow, so I did the only thing I knew how to do. I ran. The only words I spoke to my secretary as I rushed out the door were, "I will be back." So those are the two books that will be coming out this spring. I hope you enjoyed this and it inspires you to read on, because these stories are powerful and I think they'll help make positive change in the church. So Aaron, we'll go on to our next new piece.
Thank you, Rachel. Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be speaking about journeys. The curriculum, we call it digital journeys. We are going digital as of April, and we will be doing things a little differently than how they've been done in the past. For instance, the curriculum in the past were, of course, printed, comprising quarterly lessons, about 12 or 13, but this time we are compressing them almost in module form, where we will be having themes, producing lesson series according to particular themes, of between 4 to 6 lessons per series, and these will be uploaded PDF to the website, and in fact that has already been done. Beginning as of now, if you go to the website, you can download a free version of a Lenten Easter study series of 7 lessons. And beginning April 1, there will be paid downloads available. We have each of the lesson series that we have uploaded already, 3, or that are to be uploaded, consists of 6 lessons each. And what we have done, the pricing model we have adopted is to have roughly $1 per lesson. So for instance, the 6 lesson series will go from $5.99 per download. And these will be available to anyone at any time to be downloaded. And instead of strictly calendar line lessons, as I've intimated before, contents will be organized into themes. Each upload will include a central theme, corresponding prayers, etc. And the digital first format ensures content is acceptable to a broader audience. We are creating what we believe is a sustainable, efficient, and modern pathway for Judson Press to reach the next generation. Thanks.
Before Katie comes up, I remembered that I promised Felicia I'd remind you that there are snacks at the back. Snacks, soda, water, etc. Come on up, Katie.
So we wanted to close today with a poem that was published in our Winter Secret Place. It's titled A Modern Song by Nancy Hamilton Sturm from Wichita, Kansas. Oh God, my God, the world around me revolves in chaos. Fear wraps around me, stealing my hope and contentment. Worries about the future steal my trust in you. Arguments abound, war decimates people and countries. Hatred reigns supreme, shoving love into the deepest, darkest recesses of my heart. But I find a quiet place in my soul. I hear your voice, I let it permeate to my being. You remind me your ways, sorry, can you get it so I can?
Oh, goodness.
It's right in the middle of my line, I can't see it, I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, there we go, I can read from that, that'll work. I find a quiet place in my soul, I hear your voice, I let it permeate my being. You remind me your ways are higher than my ways. You are my fortress and my hiding place in times of trouble. You are in control, no matter how I may feel about the world around me. You love me enough to send your precious son to redeem me. You hold me in the palm of your hand and capture all my tears. My soul soars, basking in your love and protection. I thank you and praise you, Almighty God.
Thanks, Katie. I want to say thank you on behalf of the Judson Press team. This is a hardworking team that is here nearly every day of the week, all year round, and consists of many people who they're dedicated enough to the job that they often are taking tiny bits of editing over on vacation with them and home, so I am grateful for them. Any questions? Anything you'd like to talk about? Vince?
What's the hottest book in the last couple of years?
By far, the hottest book in the last couple of years is Anna and Michael's Islamophobia book.